Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 16 of Powerful. So I feel like it's a Monday morning. It is a Monday morning. I don't only feel that it's a Monday morning, it's Monday. And it's the second half of Powerful. And so I've been looking at what we've been doing. And so we're going to start with the wave again. So the wave is where we're on the floor, we come to cat, we come up to stand, and then we come back down onto the floor at the end of the class. And also we're going to have a peak pose. So today's peak pose is a twisted lunge. So come start on the floor. You're going to need your band for the beginning, or if you're not using the band, then don't use your band, okay? The band intensifies poses, but if you want to go easier or less intense, just don't use the band, okay? Great, come lie on your back. Bring your band around your thighs and we'll begin there. Cool. You can land on the floor. And just find your spine, find your ground. For me, my thighs are pulled together by my band. And I'm allowing myself to really soften into that pressure. Nice. And then flatten your lower back down wherever your knees are. Don't try and hold them apart or anything. And then arch into your lower back. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Now stand firmly into your feet and create some resistance with your band. So it'll depend on how big or small your band is, how far apart your feet are. And then just begin to roll up and down along your spine. And as you roll up and down, notice what is this morning, this evening, whenever it is that you're doing this. As always, I love my hands up towards the ceiling. It creates an aliveness in my arms and a connectivity through the upper spine. Just rolling up and down along your spine, noticing what is. Nice. So you can either have your hands to the floor, which is more supported, or hands towards the ceiling, which is stronger. And then draw your knees up towards you and try and bring your knees as close to your elbows or as close to your chest as you can. And then bring your feet to the floor, rise up through your hips. Bring your knees up towards your shoulders. Feet to the floor, lift up through your hips. Make the movements smooth and connected. Feel like you're listening to the deep of you and you're allowing yourself to awaken, enliven, connect into the whole of you right now. Nice, one more time. Super. Drop your bum to the floor, bring your knees up towards you, bring your elbows to the floor, and just gently sway from side to side. And now with the added feedback of your belt, notice what's happening in your pelvis and adjust accordingly. Always listening to what's happening today, what's new about this, what do I have to attend to, what am I noticing, what am I present to as I move, what is unfolding in my body. And it's this moment to moment, movement to movement attention. Now roll your knees in a circle like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then roll in the other direction. Nice, both feet to the floor. And then draw your right knee up towards you. So if you don't have a belt, this is quite straightforward. If you do have a belt, this is creating resistance in that right thigh. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling and then drop your right elbow to the floor. And then reach your left hand up towards the ceiling and then drop your left shoulder to the floor. Up, down, up. So we're practicing the twisted lunge that we're going to be doing later on. Up, down, up with your left shoulder, left arm, and down. You can stay here or try lengthening your left leg as well. And then pause, either with your left foot on the floor or with your left shoulder also off the floor. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor, shoulders to the floor. Other side, draw your left knee up towards you. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling, drop your left elbow down. And then reach your right shoulder up, right arm up, floor, up, floor, up, floor. One more time. Up and floor. Stay here or stretch your right leg long. Up and pause. Twisted, floating, lunge. Jeenie meenie. Rock your knees from side to side. So with a band, that's quite intense. Without a band, that's intense. And with your foot on the floor, that's very doable. So always finding what is your distance? What is your wellness? What is your vigor? What is you saying this morning? What version of that do you do? Rocking your knees deeply, just connecting into that swaying movement that's possible in your pelvis. Nice. Remove your belt and come over into a cat pose. So the next movement we were doing during the week, last week, I'm going to do it again. I really liked it. So start by bringing your right knee straight out towards the right, and then swing your right foot so it's up towards the ceiling, and then swing your right foot so it's down on the floor. My toes are pointing to the right, my knee is out towards the right, and now lean back so your bum is moving back towards your left foot. Come back up, knee goes up, foot goes up, foot goes down, lean your bum back. So I feel like I want to tuck my left toes under, just because I feel like I like having an alive foot behind me. So foot goes up, foot goes down, sit your bum back. Foot goes up, foot goes down, bring your bum back. One more time. Foot goes up, foot goes down. Sit your bum back, pause. Come up onto your fingertips. So your pause can be whatever, you can walk your hands further forward so you're not sitting so far back onto your knee. You can, I think that I like that actually. So instead of bringing your bum back towards your heel and pausing there, walk your hands further forward and then lean back into the deep of that right buttock. Nice. Both hands to the floor, both knees to the floor. Other side. Lift your left knee out to the side. Foot goes up, foot goes down. Sit your bum back. So again, I'm going to tuck my right toes under. Foot goes up, foot goes down. Sit your bum back. Foot goes up, foot goes down. Sit your bum back. Last one. Foot goes up, foot goes down. Sit your bum back a tiny bit, but then walk your hands forward and then lean back into the deep of that left hip. But you're not squishing your right knee too much. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Push back, downward dog. And just pause. Have a bit of a wiggle here. Bending one knee, bending the other, bending both. Stretch through both legs. Nice. Walk all the way forward. Come into your forward fold. Deeply pause there. Let your head drop. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Reaching up, looking up. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So stand to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide, reaching up, looking up. Rolling all the way down, bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, walk slowly backwards. Bring your knees to the floor. Sit your bum back into a long cat pose. Breathe into your belly. Nice, rocking forward. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, and then just rock forward and backwards. As you rock forward and backwards, let the sole of your foot lift off the floor. You can do one where you keep your foot flat. Maybe just notice the difference. When you keep your foot flat, what is possible? When you let your sole of your foot rise, what is possible? You can always walk your hands a little bit over towards the left, gives you a little bit more movement. Cool. Pause there, pull your right elbow back into lawnmower, and then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Pause. Breathing into your hip, breathing into your torso. So this is kind of like what we were doing on the floor earlier. So if you imagine we had our right knee up towards us, we had our left foot on the ground. We were reaching our left hand up towards the ceiling, and the right hand was just resting on the floor. Is kind of the same shape, but just back to front. Nice. Hand to the floor, other side, knee back. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, and then just rock forward and backwards. So try out what it's like differently between the sole of your foot flat and the sole of your foot lifting. What changes in your hip? Maybe there's a different angle that suits your hip. Maybe you walk your hands a little bit more over towards the right. Discover your hip, the dynamics that are specific to you, the language of your body. Nice. Pause forward, draw your left elbow back into lawnmower, and then reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Breathe into it, lean into it, open into it. Draw that left shoulder more and more back, opening the front of your chest. Nice. Hand to the floor, both knees back. Other side. So step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Bring your right hand behind your back and bring your right knee down, right shoulder down to your right knee, and then twist your shoulder away. Down to your knee. Twist. Notice where this is moving you, or what are you attending to or noticing in your spine. I'm feeling that something really lengthens and opens in my sacroiliac joint. I hadn't expected that. I feel it in my left shoulder. I feel it in the deep of my right shoulder. Nice, one more time. Super. Change. Left foot forward, left hand behind you, and then twist. Interesting, it doesn't catch my sacroiliac joint on this side. Interesting. I love discovering things that I didn't know about myself, hearing the language of what my body's saying to me today, mapping out, understanding, connecting, going, oh, that's what you're saying to me. Oh. Oh, this coochie wooch. Thank you so much for talking to me. Slowly, slowly rolling all the way up, stand, make fists out of your hands and roll deeply into your wrists. So I'm always excited when I hear something new because I'm like, wow, is this something absolutely new that I hadn't noticed yesterday? Or is this something that is unfolding in this moment that I hadn't heard before as in I just hadn't noticed it before. Roll your wrists in the other direction. Nice. And roll your elbows in big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So roll your shoulders in big circles. So to do that, have 2 bowls of water in your hands, imaginary. And then bring your bowls underneath your armpits and then out towards the sides as far as you can, but you keep the bowls without spilling. My shoulders have rounded forward. And then draw the bowls under your armpits and then wide. Stand really tall and lean your chest forward as your arms go back. So rounding, bring your bowls under your armpits, rounding forward. And then standing tall, bring them wide. So attend to your shoulders. Hear what they're saying to you. Listen to both. They're different from each other. They're very similar to each other. What do they speak of as you move? Nice. Bring both hands forward in front of you. Draw your right elbow back into the lawnmower, bow and arrow. And forward. Bring your left elbow back into bow and arrow, lawnmower. Standing tall. So already, even just by moving the arms, our torso is twisting. So see if you can feel the spiral of your torso and how your hips are moving slightly, but they're not twisting. Because you're standing, they can't twist as much. I wonder if you did this in a swimming pool, would your whole body twist? I wonder. So great. So stand to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, coming all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, walk both feet back until you're in a lunge position. No. Where did that word come from? I was like, lunge, what does that word mean? What did I just say? Back into your downward dog. Sorry about that. It's so interesting. I was like, what does that word mean? What did I just say? So stretching back into your downward dog. Just have a lengthening, bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bending both knees. Stretch both legs. So at the beginning of the month, we talked about how we bring our foot forward. So step your right foot forward whatever way you do. Turn your left foot at a 45-degree angle and begin by pulling your right elbow back and bring your right elbow back and just pause there. Nice. Bring your right hand to the floor. Bring your left elbow back and then bring your right elbow to your left knee. Right knee. So left elbow's back and right elbow's on your right knee. And then lift your chest and reach your right hand forward. So we're in bow and arrow. Right arm is forward, left elbow's back. Come all the way down. Let's do that again. Correctly. Bring your left elbow back. Hop your elbow to your knee. And then rise. So your right arm is forward, your left elbow's back. Come all the way down. We'll do it in one flow. Elbow comes back, rise all the way up. Nice. Change arms. Pull your right elbow back, reach your left hand forward. Now I'm twisting in my lunge. I'm drawing my torso more and more backwards. So I'm following the right elbow backwards. Pause there. Slowly drop the left hand down till it touches the outside of your right knee. Twist a bit more. You can bring your forearm down if you wish, or stay tall as you wish. See what you need. Softening your neck, softening your face, twisting deeply. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot forward. So begin by pulling your left elbow back. Pause. Nice. Pull your right elbow back, left elbow, left knee. Rise, hand is forward, bow and arrow. Come all the way down. Do it again. Pull your elbow back, hop your elbow to your knee, rising up, all the way down. This time do it in one smooth motion. Pull your elbow back, right elbow comes back, rise. Change the twist of your arms. So pull your right elbow back, right hand forward, left elbow back, twisting. So left elbow is deeply back. Breathe into your belly. Really feel the power of the twist. Nice. Bring your right hand down to the outside of your knee. Or bring your forearm down to your thigh. Twisting deeply. Breathing into your belly. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Step back. Come sit on the floor. Stretch your legs long. Roll into your belly. And then just feel the skipping rope of your spine. Let your head be moved by your spine. And roll in the other direction. Nice. Twist towards the right. Pause. Feel that same dynamic. You're pulling your right elbow back. The left hand is the outside of your knee. Breathe. Nice. Change. Twist towards the left. Feeling that deep dynamic in your body of turning that left shoulder back. The right shoulder arm is reaching forward and over towards the left. Nice. Come lie on the floor. Landing down. You can either just bring your feet flat, you can stretch your legs up, you can drop your knees wide. And just find your breath. Find the deep of this moment. Yeah, it's interesting, doing powerful in October. I feel like I'm climbing a mountain to the top of October, which is Halloween. And something about marking Halloween and then falling into Nourish feels really like it follows the cycle of the year for me. Something about, there's these phrases in these pishogi, these folklore tales, which is that you can pick blackberries up as far as Halloween, but if you pick them after that, the fairies have piddled on them. And so you shouldn't pick blackberries after Halloween. I'm sure there's loads more, so many different traditions. And so I feel like we're climbing to Halloween, and then we're falling into the nourishment, the deep eiderdown of November. Nice. So bring your knees together, gently rock from side to side. And just feel that in your body. How does the cycle of the year, of the moon, of the academic year, of all the different cycles that affect us in so many different ways? We are polyrhythmic. We have so many different rhythms all interweaving with each other. So yeah, nice. I like it. I like climbing the mountain to Halloween. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Really such a deep pleasure to be here and nourish. I think I went off and I did loads of, I've been sitting around the garden everywhere taking pictures. And this one keeps coming back as a moment of deep connection as I sat. There was a big mushroom just beside me. The sun was setting. The tea was exceptionally nice, that one. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow for another day of powerful. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me. It is deeply, truly a pleasure to be here. So nice. Great. Ciao, ciao. Slán.